Good evening and happy Thursday, everyone. It is January 26th, January 26th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are in the sun of Aquarius and a moon of Aries. So if you are feeling that little bit of fight, which I have been, honestly, that's why I have a special guest on tonight. We're going to do a little bit of writing sprints and maybe chit chat a little bit. So let's get this going and pull down our guest. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Authortubers and witchies, I have my best friend and roomie, other side. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my girl.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm SakoTumi, also known as Void. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things.
And she is here with me tonight because I have had a long week. And last stream I watched, I was absolutely exhausted. So I was like, I got to pull somebody in tonight because I didn't go to bed until 11 o'clock last night, and my boss was tired, and I usually so I was like, I need Sako because I need a little bit of energy. Even though Sako's not that much energy, your earth gives me fuel. I don't know how or why, but
Gotcha.
Cool Gamer's popping in. Hi, Cool Gamer. Cora. Hi, Cora, Kibby, and Sako. Hi, Cora.
Hi, Cora.
Love. So, what are you working on tonight?
I think I'm going to be working on video scripts.
Video scripts?
Mm-hmm.
You tell.
I'm retooling my YouTube towards RPG advice.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We were talking about that. Oh,
yeah, that's still a thing.
My brain. Hold on, I'm gonna add the timer on because I forgot to add it to link it to the system. So, that's right, because you were picking my brain about that. I thought that was we were on a TikTok live and you were picking my brain. I loved it. Oh, so how far have you come with it?
2 videos are queued up already and will debut on Mondays, and then I've got 17 more scripts that are done, and then I've got a whole bunch more that are just ideas and outlines and stuff.
That's so cool. I'm so glad this is taking off the way that you were hoping to. Your brain is going crazy on it, isn't it?
Really?
So when I first met you,
mm-hmm.
I remember telling you, I don't think you realize how much knowledge you have about this stuff. And now that you're starting to do this, are you realizing that you have an endless amount of knowledge on this stuff?
So it's funny because the channel is basically an analysis of gaming culture.
Oh, nice.
And how it's applicable across all games. There's this unspoken contract that people sign when they agree to be on the game.
Right.
And I'm gonna go into all the specifics.
You know what? And that's really important, considering a lot of people don't realize a contract is a contract. And I mean, you're not into all that social stuff, but I know that I have heard your ear about Haley Page and how she signed her legal name away and how she lost pretty much everything, had to legally change her name, lost her whole the ability to even design her wedding dresses, all because she didn't read her contract. She didn't read and understand her contract and understand that TLC owned it. So I am so happy that you're doing that, because every single little person needs to understand you've got to read that contract, whether it's even though it's 22 pages and you don't want to read the fine print, you need to. And if you don't understand it, you need to take it to an attorney and have them look it over and explain it to you. And that's for more advanced stuff, not gaming stuff, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's just good general advice. I am starting the layout of my next book since I am still waiting on the editor with the one that will be released next. That's right. I remember you saying that. Billy! Hi, Billy! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping in. And Cora, hello, Billy. Cora is saying hello to Cool Gamer and Billy. Billy is saying hello to Cora. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, well, Cora wasn't good there for a minute. Everybody in her house was sick at one point. So I'm glad to hear everybody's doing better. And Sandra, we got everybody popping in today. Yay! Hi, Sandy. Hello, guys. So I wanted to ask you simply because, like, you and I may live together, but we kind of live completely polar opposite lives. Like,
Right.
You're always at home on stream doing your stuff. I am working full time out there doing stuff. I am wondering if you have gotten the same kind of feel from the general universe like I have. Like, people are fist fighting their way through life right now.
Last night, like 30 people on my feed like popped up saying that they had insomnia.
Oh my, so yeah, so you're seeing it too, even like just driving. I could see, like, when I first started driving around here, I loved it because it was so different than California. And just recently, like, I'm seeing those certain drivers, those certain aggressive drivers popping up a little bit more and more and more. And it's like, what is going on right now? And then to see the moon is in Aries, I was like, hoi, okay, so there's something going on. I mean, these first 2 weeks, first of all, for me, I don't know if this is the same for you. You'll have to confirm or deny. This month flew by.
Yes.
Like, even faster than last year's month.
Uh-huh.
It literally, like, it seemed like it was a blink of an eye. Whew.
But I have so much evidence that, like, I got stuff done this month.
Same. Where I'm like looking back going, how did I, like, even today, something that comes every month at the end of the month for me came today. And I looked at you and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about this. I wasn't expecting it because I looked at, and here's the funny thing is I'm in accounting. I work a full-time job every morning. I'm looking at the date every day. I have 2 calendars. I have one at work and one in my purse that is they mirror each other. And, you know, the dates gets crossed off every day. And, like, didn't even realize it was Thursday. Didn't even realize it was the 26th. Like, I'm pushing for my clients to get their taxes in, and I haven't even looked at mine.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but I swear I had more time than this. Like, where it's freaking scary. Oh my days. I am dragging myself out and about. Is Mercury in retrograde? I think Mercury is in retrograde.
No, we came out on the 18th.
Yeah, the next Mercury retrograde is the 21st.
Oh.
April 21st. Oh, 420. Oh, damn it. I know what I'm going to be doing when Mercury goes into retrograde. Hiding the way I hide on 420. That's going to be awesome because that scares me. No, actually, so, oh, damn, retrograde really got me then. Yeah, that's actually what a lot of people saw the first 2 weeks of this year. A lot of those hits.
Oh, yeah.
It was Mercury. Even, and here's the funny thing is, like, even I got hit, but it was all emotional stuff.
Oh, very.
All emotional stuff. Except for the pain when I ended up passing out on the bathroom floor. And yeah. We won't talk about that. Kibby has to live with a roommate because, yeah, deals with a lot of pain and thinks she's stronger than she is, and ends up being found on the bathroom floor passed out. So, but this month, like, I'm so happy. Like, I had to reach out to certain people because I was having a rough time, and I was saying, like, I'm so happy with my job. I'm so extremely happy with my job. I'm super stoked on it. Like, my book is going well. My YouTube's going well. My friendships are going well. Like, money is stable. Like, it's like everything else about, like, I just got a new car. I'm finally replacing everything that I lost a year ago. And it's been, oh my, that's another thing. It's almost been a year since all of
just a couple more months. Just a couple more months.
And I'm just like, this, it blows my mind. Seriously, like since October, November, December, just kind of, it was like a little bit of a speed up. And then January just was like, whew. So it's kind of funny because I had been telling people there was going to be a catapult at the beginning of this year for people that had good karma, and there was going to be a drag or a pullback. And like everybody who didn't pay attention to their karma and didn't take accountability last year was going to have to face it tenfold.
Oh.
Does that mean that my prediction came true? Because that's what I've been saying for like a year. Wow. I don't know. That's crazy. I'm going to like, because I think I said, Cora, I need Cora to verify. I think I've said this to everybody that I've read for. So I'm almost like Cora, Sandy, like anybody else I've read for that is watching. Let me know. Did I say that to you? That they're like, I know I've said that to people. I know I've said it to Brandy. I wish Brandy was watching because I know I've said it to Brandy. What did she put? Really got me then. Well, Blue Monday was in the first 3 weeks of January, I believe. Yeah. And here's the other thing. Lunar New Year, a lot. Tell me if I'm wrong, but from what I understand, Lunar New Year is important because during the lunar ritual or the moon ritual, they release dark entities that have attached themselves to innocent children. Like it's the time when they can actually purge. If they've identified that the child has a dark entity attached to them, it's the only time of the year in the Chinese religion that they can purge that negative energy. And I was like, so am I wrong? Do you know?
I've never heard that.
You've never heard that. Okay. I'm going to have to do my research again or figure out, pull up that YouTube again.
That's usually the time when Chinese people are basically saying, I hope you get rich. I hope you get rich.
Oh, okay. Because you heard about did you hear about the shooting that happened? My heart hurts on that. I'm like, so and it was a video about the shooting that I heard that in. So I'm going to have to go back and check my source on this. And I hate to say it, but I think it might have been mainstream media that said it. And now I'm just like, oh, shooting myself. Because like, why are you trusting mainstream media? You know better than this. Like the common man nowadays knows, don't trust the mainstream media. Like they lie about everything. Look at Santos. I don't even want to go into Santos. Oh my gosh. It just, you know what? If you really wanted to prove to America what we are, just show them mainstream media. You know, they'll be like, see, this is what we keep saying that they are. Yeah, because you guys need to watch like the YouTubes, American YouTube channels, the smaller channels. Anyway, okay, so we're supposed to be doing a 20-minute sprint, even though we sat here and chit-chatted for 15 minutes. That's okay. Let me pull it up. Thank you. Adding to here. So I am actually going to be, whoops, no, that one, no, that one, no. Which one? Add to stream. Thank you. It was added to stream and it made me remove it. That's why I was trying to find it. I'm going to be working on more of my studying because honestly, since I haven't been able to touch my studying since Wednesday because I've been so busy.
You know what? Me either. Maybe I'll work on that.
So it was like it's one of those things where I'm just like, well, I know what I'm working on because it's kind of where I left off last time. Because I haven't had a chance to touch it. But and for anybody who is watching, I did a TikTok live last night with Kelly's channel and it was amazing. And I actually sent her an invite hoping that she would come introduce herself to the YouTube crew so that you guys would know who she was. And when I sent you a live saying, you know, sharing the live, you guys be like, oh, that Kibby's on there. But we're gonna start doing it every Wednesday, and it went so well last night that, yeah, I want to start pulling some of you guys in, because I know a lot of you guys have questions to ask, and it'd be the perfect time to ask the questions. So, wait, Kibby.
Gotcha.
Fireworks and used a Chinese New Year to exorcise bad spirits. Okay, Chinese New Year, or frighten them away. Okay, so it's Chinese New Year.
Right.
So I wonder if somebody
Chinese New Year was the 20th. Yeah.
Okay, but the massacre I heard was because of Lunar New Year. Anyway, we're gonna 20 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see you guys in 20 minutes, because, you know, we could just sit here and chit chat, but that's, you know, writing sprints. It's we're trying to be productive in some way. All right, so I'm going to switch over and put the music on. I like the rock music. We're going to stick with the rock music. If you don't like the rock music, you're welcome to turn it down. I come in and chime in at the end to let you know that we're back on. So in 3, 2, 1, see you in 20 minutes. Wrong play button. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, everybody. We are back. Or I am back. We are back. How did you do? What did you do? Were you at all productive? Because I sure as hell wasn't.
I was writing about shapeshifting.
Very nice. I literally spent 15 minutes trying to figure, like, out of all the books of information I have written out on all my stuff, I somehow, some way never wrote down the name of the cat. So Howard has a cat, and she has a name.
Can't help you.
I have literally searched for 15 minutes everywhere, and that's how I found your name. Because evidently, in this book, because this was all the notes I was making when I was building the characters. I have you written down as, I guess I forget where it's put, but it's like the dark red queen or something like that, and it's like Sako ? And I was like, the fuck, what is this?
Huh.
I was cracking up because I was like, I don't even remember writing that, but evidently I randomly found it. I mean, there's so much stuff. I have so much stuff written out.
Yeah.
And, but yet can't find the cat's name. So, but I found out that catnip, check this out. And since your cats are like obsessed with catnip, I might go get some catnip, because evidently anti-inflammatory, good for nausea, upset stomach, menstrual cramps, headache, and common colds.
Okay.
You make it into a tea. And with how many stomach pains and nausea and everything else that I'm like, that's three of the 4 things on that list literally is what knocked me out Monday. And you're telling me all I would have had to do is drink some catnip tea? Like, give me the damn catnip toy. I'll eat the straight up cat. No, it's mine now. I wonder how they would react. So Julia popped in. Hello, Julia. Billy, I was pretty productive. I'm writing a paper on
bilingualism.
Ooh, for uni, and it's pretty interesting.
I bet it is.
I'm like a bilingual. I'm like bilingualism. My head went straight to billing. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing accounting all morning. Bilingualism, really? What topic of bilingualism? Because I was actually mentioning to my boss and another person today, because there was a lady standing in the hall and she was talking fluent Spanish, and I had forgotten how much I understood until she was talking, and like she was talking rather loud, because most, you do. I talk loud anyway. And I couldn't help, but I was just like, oh, that's right. I couldn't help but like overhear her conversation, simply because my brain was like processing, and I'd forgotten how much I understood, because I hadn't heard it in so long. Because living in California, living in San Diego, you hear it all over everywhere. The place. Yeah. It's as common as English. I mean, and truthfully, I remember hearing Vietnamese, Taiwanese, like all of the languages were just as common as English was. Like, you'd be standing in a grocery line and you'd have Spanish in front of you, Italian behind you, Taiwanese in the next row. It was crazy. And I hate to say, I mean, Virginia's diverse, but there's not as many people. Like, we had 3 million people in the size of what is Woodbridge and Alexandria combined. Right. So it was just so many more people. Gathered up all the characters I could from the 3 previous books, just in case they come back in the 4th, which they might. I did not realize how much of a world I created. I was dealing with the same damn thing. Literally going, where in all, because these two things are filled. So like, where in all of this writing did I not write down the cat's name? And now she's pulling up character. I have to say, I haven't touched my book in a year. So going back to it, I was like, I remember a lot of it. I remember the majority of it. Like I can kind of remember in the timeline when Ari runs into the cat. And that's how I was able to like read through and figure it out. But I was like, oh my God, Cora, I totally relate. The world I created. Oh my God. It's incredible. The next book is Friends to Lovers Troop. The next book is a Friends to Lovers Troop. So I figured out at least what is going to be the big move to being lovers. So somebody's falling in love. That's kind of funny. That's how my second book is. But I already know which characters fall in love. And it's gonna be, and that book's gonna be a lesbian book, because it's pretty much what that whole thing is gonna be, is a lesbian like romance novel. Currently, the strengths of native English speaking teachers versus those of non-native English speaking teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Tengo gato en mis
Pantalones.
Oh, really? And got you in your pants, huh? It's an English as foreign language model. It's an English as foreign language model. Nice. Yeah, I'm so glad they call it English to we had ESL, which was English as a second language, and I hated how they did that. I felt like that whole group in our school was segregated simply because they were like, oh, they're the ESL group. And I'd be like, who cares if English is their second language? We can still involve them in all of our doings. But It always drove me crazy. Pantalones! I hate it when I forget to write the little things and I have to look. Dude, I looked and I have to go back to my book and actually find it in my book. That's what it means if it's not in my notes. I have to go back to my book and search chapter to chapter and figure out where the hell I named. And I think I only mentioned the cat's name like twice. So I'm just going to put in search bar and just do cat. And hope that I run into it. That is the only thing I can remember right away in Spanish. ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, ¿y tú? ¿Dónde está el baño? ¿Dónde está el baño? Sandy. If Sandy is still on here, Sandy and I have a great story about Mexico. Don't we, Sandy? Are you still on here? Dude, I hope you are. Please tell me you're still on here, because I so want to share this story. Because we ended up... me, Sandy, and her ex at the time, or who is now her ex, but who was her partner at the time, all decided to go down to TJ to have a little excursion. And we did. We had a great night. We went to we seriously walked around TJ and just got wasted and went to the clubs. And it was a great night until we got across the border, right? Well, if you're driving in California, the first thing I'm going to tell you is if you're on the 15, do not take the first exit off the freeway, because this exit takes you right back into Mexico. It puts you right back over the border. And yeah, I wish Sandy was on here, because it was an excursion to get back over the border, because we ended up, it was bad. We ended up having to ditch the car, and it was crazy. Sandy, I need you on here because I can't remember all of it, and I want to remember it correctly, because I swear Brock tried to convince us to sleep over the border. We're like, no, we're not spending the night in Mexico. 2 girls and a guy in a car in the middle of no, we're not doing this. So somehow, some way, we shoved everything down our pants and up our skirts and freaking skirt-tailed our way across the border. It was nuts. That
is nuts.
Our lovely kids. Statute of limitations is passed. If anybody's freaking out, there's no way. Like, statutes of limitations is passed. The only way I'm sharing the story. But yeah, we had some crazy times. I just remember looking at Brock standing in Mexico at like 2 a.m. looking at him, and he's like, "You guys can just sleep in the car." And we're like, Are you nuts? I had never been like that was probably the first time in my life I had ever been actually so mad that I literally wanted to punch somebody.
Oh, wow.
Like his stupidity. Like I actually wanted to punch him out of his stupidity. Because I was just like, okay, I may be young, I may be naive, I may be like, this is one of my first times across the border, but even I know you do not spend the night in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane. Anyway, editing. Oh, hey, Julie. Editing my dark fantasy. Dark fantasy. It's about ancient vampires in the hood preparing for war.
That sounds awesome.
That's hot.
That's awesome.
That's hot. Of course, I imagine them all as female lesbian warriors, you know. Vampires getting buff. I'm lonely and I'm tired of it. That's why we're going out Friday. Kibby's going. Kibby is dragging Sako to a lesbian club in DC Friday night. Well, I'm not dragging you. You willingly and actually I want to come with me, which I'm super stoked on. But yeah, Kibby hasn't been out. God, other than like to actually like go to that kind of situation, I guess you want to call it, because I'm like, I've been out with you to you know, we've been out, but I haven't been to like a gay bar. Like you kind of go.
I haven't been to a gay bar in a long
time.
Like a long time.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, you're kind of going hoping you'll get hit on, and I'm like, you know, a little bit of attention. I need some attention. So Julia Simmons, oh, that sounds fantastic. Yes, dude, we're all about it. Well, you just found your first like 4 readers right here, because evidently we're all like, ooh, dark vampire war, preparing for war. Can we just have a couple hot vampires just sharpening weapons like in firelight, you know? Oh yeah, we're all drooling now. Okay, so we got 10 minutes. So we're going to do one last sprint for 10 minutes. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. Because, guys, I literally went to bed at 11 o'clock last night and got up at 4 a.m. Sako can confirm this, that I get up every day at 4 a.m.
Yep.
And go to work. And so I shouldn't have counted that. I'm living on 5 hours sleep. Like,
yep.
The realization of that, I think, hit harder than what is actually naturally hyperactive. This is what ADHD is like, except imagine it when I was younger and 10 times worse. Anyway, it was nonstop. So love that for us. Yes, I love it for us. You love it?
I love it.
That's why we're all we all got amazing imagination. So you just got to throw a couple keywords out there, create the scene, and boom, we're all rolling. Anyway, so the timer is up. We're going to pull up. Wow, my whole system just completely glitched like crazy. Am I still on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was weird. Okay. Anyway, so in 3, 2, 1. See you in 10 minutes. And don't forget to mute yourself. And it is the end. It is the end. 'Tis be the end. Casey, you came in right at the end. That's okay. Thank you for coming in, though. You can always go back and rewatch. We had a pretty entertaining conversation for the first 15 minutes of the stream. So replay crew will enjoy that. I know they will. How did you do that, Sprint?
Pretty good. Remembering the goddesses like Hestia and Vespa. I don't know.
Sieta. However, we all come up with a different way of pronouncing it. I think we don't know how it was pronounced, so we pronounce the best way we can. I knew it. I'm always making it the end. Aha! I actually was more productive in those 10 minutes than I was in the first 20. So I was able to. So what's kind of funny is I figured out I've been doing my tinctures wrong. However, we're struggling. Words are hard tonight. Yeah. I had been using rubbing alcohol.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh.
Because somebody told me 80 proof rubbing alcohol, 80 proof alcohol, and because I don't drink, my head went to the only alcohol that I know or have around because I'm a stoner. What do you clean your bong with? Epsom salt and rubbing alcohol. You don't have to spend a fortune on cleaning solution. And it works like a miracle. So that's why I went with the alcohol, because I was like, oh.
I use Aristocrat.
Aristocrat? You'll have to show me. I don't think I've ever heard of that. They said
It's vodka.
To use,
It's cheap ass vodka.
They said to use. They said Everclear works too.
Everclear works too. Yeah.
But I was like, how? I didn't. Why didn't anybody clarify to me that it wasn't? It was. Yeah. Okay. Probably because I never asked, and you don't exactly like have everybody around while you're making one, and you know it's like one of those things. I thought I knew what I was doing, and I was like, oh no, I underestimated. I assumed. I ordered my study book for my tarot practice.
Nice.
Very nice. Did you guys see my unboxing? Oh, Sako. I was just about to say, share the tarot cards I got you for Christmas.
Yeah, Tarot with the Divine. Check out this art. Like, every card is a masterpiece.
I'm like, can I pull you up bigger? I want to pull you up bigger. Can we make you bigger? There. It is good. I saw it in the store, and I something told me buy it for the Sako. This is Sako's.
It's super nice.
So super nice. I got her that for Christmas because they're gorgeous. And then I got. We added a couple new tarot decks to our house, didn't we? I got the tarot tattoo art, which is
right.
The old school. I freaking love tattoos. And then,
yay!
My Alice in Wonderland deck, which I'm in love with too. So
nice.
We added like 3 decks to our house, didn't we? Yeah. A lot of witchy stuff in our house. Our house is just witchified, I have to admit.
One of these days I gotta show you my collection. You
should, because your whole house is a collection. Anyway.
No, I have a box full of tarot decks.
My ex-girlfriend's mom had like 70 decks. Yeah, she had an entire suitcase full of decks, literally. And I was always just like, why do you need so many decks? I went to the 78th Degree of Wisdom, a tarot journey to self-wellness. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look into that. The first one I did was Tarot for Idiots.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Yeah.
Did figure my characters are going to rent a beach house with some friends where the story begins.
Nice.
Ooh. If you need some advice, if you need some stories about parties that have happened at beach houses, let me know. I've got plenty of wealthy beach house owners where their kids were left alone, home alone for the weekend, and plenty of parties went off. I use Oxy for cleaning, that is. Oh, use OxyClean for if you use it for the bong, you need to be careful, because if you're not rinsing that out completely, you can actually burn your lungs with that. Rubbing alcohol is one of the few that it doesn't burn your lungs, even if you don't rinse it out completely, which I've done on accident. I couldn't find rubbing alcohol during the panini. Oh, that's right. Seriously loving your hair, Sako.
Thank you.
And she loves those. I'm guessing those were from my cards. Love the unboxing. Yes. Oh, thank you. Did everyone know Kibby's hands are the same size as Arnold Schwarzenegger? Yes. Because I shared that. My hands are the same. I almost want Sako to come up here, because Sako's hands go like this on mine.
Just look at the comparison.
Mm-hmm.
I have midget digits. You could play piano.
Hey, I've never had a complaint from a girlfriend. That's all I'm gonna say. I've never had a girl complain. So I got that at least going for me. Please tell me I remember that. Yes, you did. Hey, at least my feet are not that big. I only wear a size 7.5 shoe. Actually, Sako and I wear the same size shoe.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. But that's what happens when you do toe shoe at a really young age. They're not wrong when they say you can bind your feet. I really want the Urban Crow Oracle. Actually, I think cool. I've seen that one on Amazon. Because, I've been doing... So, since you guys liked the unboxing, I'm going to be doing more unboxings. I was telling Sako not too long ago how I've been building up a list of all the stuff that I need to replace. And it's everything, guys. And I'm going to be moving out eventually, sometime soon, hopefully. I need a roommate, first of all. But I'm going to be doing purchasing and unboxings for all of that. And I don't know, I might share like designing my house. I don't know. I'm not turning into a family channel. That's for darn sure. Because no kids. No, sorry. No kids. I may need some ideas from your stories of parties. I've got some crazy stories. Wait, that's the Oracle one?
It's an Oracle of Souls.
That's so
it's
cool.
Heavy. It's shadow work. Like it's heavy lifting.
Which shadow work is a little bit different for me. I think you and I have discussed that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way you work with the shadows and the way I work with the shadows are very different. Which reminds me, I need to get a hold of that person and talk to. You know, I'm gonna put it out there. I need to talk to Nick about being able to control the darkness, because she can, and that I need to show her how to do it, because she's one of the few that I've actually seen that can, like, they bow to her. It's very weird.
Cool.
And so it's the only other person I've seen it with. Very few people, they do it to me, but it was the same with, I was just like, that's new. And then I was watching one of her lives and she mentioned something and I was like, it pinged. And I was like, I'll tell you later what it was. But it pinged and I was like, I know how I can help you. So, but anyway. What were you going to say?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I have a bad habit of cutting you off sometimes.
Oh, no. Not at all.
All right. So that is going to be the end of the stream. It's been 1 hour and 10 minutes, and I can already feel it. Like, I can already feel it. So I am going to let Sako go ahead and do her closing.
Go, sure. If you like this video at any point, we encourage you to hit the like button. And if you would like to see more streams like this one, you can usually find her on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Bingo. I was talking about your closing, but that's okay. You can take over mine.
I can also talk about who I am. I
That's what
am
I was saying. Like, just you're closing out.
SakoTumi.
You
Uh,
bow out.
Yeah. My bow out.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, and then, okay, fine, I'll do yours. Ladies and gentlemen, this is SakoTumi, also known as the Witch with Tilde Tag. You can find her on the YouTubes at, oh wow, her websites are, her YouTubes are linked below. There. And I don't know, I will be on next week. I've already scheduled them, so we're gonna make sure Kibby's got to be on this stuff because Kibby's got to get things taken care of. So, but that is the end of our stream, and I am KibbyRose. I am your lesbian psychic stoner, and we got to do this professionally, so we're gonna, maybe do it right. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye for now.